things that happened to me, which is totally fascinating, is I myself was in therapy for 17 years and it never changed anything. The quality of my life never changed. I learned shitloads of information, but never changed how I felt about anything. And so I went to Europe and I met a woman named Judith Hemming, who was one of Bert Hellinger's original 6 people who learned what he called orders of love at that moment in time, but it's truly called Constellations or family systems or business systems therapy now, because it's very difficult to talk to people about orders of love. They don't know what that means, especially in America. And so what we really know is that people are symptom bearers. If you have depression or anxiety or chronic, long-term kinds of symptoms, you're really dealing with secondary issues. And often they're not yours. They're really not yours. You're carrying them out of love on behalf of the family, usually. And it's not necessarily always your parents. It could be somebody generations back that has been excluded from the family. And so constellations are actually named that because what happens is that as soon as you tell me what you long for in your life that's positive, that you've never been able to get, I ask you factual data about your family system, actually. And you will then portray them through other people. You'll put them out in a certain arrangement that you want. That is actually like a constellation in the sky, only we have it on the floor. And so it's a frozen picture of what you carry around with you that stops you from getting what you want. And that frozen picture is what I will deal with. So I really literally look at the frozen picture, talk to the people who are in the frozen picture about the phenomenology they're feeling, not what they think and not what they guess, but what they actually feel at that moment standing in that spot. And as soon as I get that data, then I can actually start to shift the field of energy around until what we have is kind of I take your frozen head and I move it maybe 6 or 12 or 180 degrees around until you can actually see that that the story you made up about why life is the way it is not really true. And all of us had to make meaning, so all of us make up wrong stories. Because if we made up right stories, we'd fix them ourselves because we're actually really smart people and we wouldn't be in trouble or we wouldn't be symptom bearing. We'd go, oh, I get it, ourselves. You wouldn't need to see the frozen picture first, and then you wouldn't need to see the options and the way out of that thing. You'd be able to do it yourself, but most people can't see that this is a system problem. And if you really think of the fact that everybody comes from a sperm and an egg, so it takes 2 people to make you, it's always a system anyhow. So everything is systemic. Nothing is individual, even though America would love to believe that we're individual bootstrap people. We're not, and that's why we're in trouble, actually, because we can't do it ourselves. We just can't. And so it takes about 40 minutes to do that, and it's systemic therapy is very rapid. It moves very quickly through people. People change almost immediately and get results instantly, and they can either choose to act on those results, they can choose to wait. There's plenty of evidence in Europe that after a year, whether you do anything or not, it will change your life anyhow, because energy shifted is energy shifted. It is not the same anymore. And so that's a really, really important thing. I've seen anorexic people change. I've seen people who have been Secret Service people carry guilt like wild from killing people, and automatically the relief is there.